how to overcome doubt, fear, anxiety about your manifestations for good. This one mindset shift, I'm not even kidding you, changed my life. When I heard this, I was like, whoa, what? It's brilliant, it's genius, and it comes from Neville Goddard. I'm going to share it with you today. If you are in the manifestation game and you've been playing with reality creation for a minute, you probably already know this. And if you don't, sit down and tune in because it's going to change your life. So here's how we overcome doubt. Ready? We place it in the past. Because here's what you need to understand. Your reality, as you see it, the 3D realm that you're existing in right now, it is an echo of old thoughts and feelings. And right now, the present moment that you're in, you're now creating new thoughts and experiences which are resonant with the new thoughts you're having. This is where most people get all discombobulated because your life is a pattern. That's it. Everything about life is a pattern. Think about fractals. Everything about our reality is a pattern. Your reality is a pattern. It's an echo of your habitual thoughts and feelings. Okay, so let's get back to the mindset shift. So number one, you need to understand that your reality is just an echo. All of your old thoughts and feelings before you got conscious, your life is just echoing those. Okay, so when you become more conscious of your reality and you become more conscious of what you're creating, in that process, you're still going to experience old manifestations from old thoughts and feelings. Because think about it this way. You've been doing life one way for if you're here decades, 2 decades, 3 decades, 4 decades, 5 decades, however old you are. So that's a lot of conditioning. That's a lot of repetition. Those neural pathways have been firing neurons down that direction for so long. And now you want to switch directions, which means creating a new reality. So you've been practicing certain thoughts and feelings for so long. But here's the quantum shift. Now that you're here, and you're here because you're getting more conscious about reality creating, you're going to have doubts come up. And those doubts are rooted in fear. What if it doesn't work? What if it doesn't happen? What if the money goes? What if the person leaves? What if I'm not accepted? What if I'm rejected? All of that stuff is your old program. So just right now, close your eyes and place all of those doubts, fears, insecurities, just bundle it up in a beautiful package. That's old programming, and put it over here. Old programming. Okay, and now we're going to slide into the truth, which is that you are creating your reality, right? When you're going about your life and things are flowing, but you're manifesting more money, for example, and you all of a sudden have this nagging fear, what if the money doesn't show up? What if I get the money and the money leaves? You're going to say this key thing. You're going to say this. I want you to learn this. I want you to embody this. I remember when I used to doubt the money would come. I remember when I used to fear love would leave. I remember when I felt insecure about love or money or my success or my potential or my friendships. Here's the key sentence. I remember when. Place it in the past. This simple sentence has changed my life because I am an overthinker. If I got paid for the amount of thinking that I do, I would be a bazillionaire. When you say, I remember when, you immediately you are in that process identifying with who you're becoming, because that ain't you anymore. You don't doubt the money anymore. You don't doubt the love. You don't doubt your value. You don't doubt your worth. You don't doubt that you're enough. You know who you are and who you're becoming. So that old package that we just bundled with all the insecurities, all the fears, all the doubts, all the resistance, all the I remember when I used to doubt. I remember when that I was like that. Bless that version of me. Bless all those versions of me. We're not denying them. We're not rejecting them. We're not shaming them. But that's not who you are anymore. So the key sentence is, I remember when. When you say that, you are training your subconscious mind that that's not you anymore. You're intercepting the pattern. Remember what I said at the beginning of this video? Everything is a pattern. And now you're intercepting the pattern. That's the name of the game. That's reality creating. You're intercepting those patterns. You're becoming the glitch in the matrix by identifying that old coding and deprogramming that shit and reprogramming. Oh yeah, I remember when I used to be like that. Not anymore. I have nothing but trust, nothing but faith. I believe in myself. I am worthy. I am inherently worthy. I'm ready for that money. I'm safe to receive that money. That money's not going anywhere because that money is an echo of my new belief system. Do you see what I'm saying? You're creating new echoes. So if you bump up against an old fear or doubt or insecurity, or your 3D reflects back to you an old thought, your 3D reflects back a manifestation of an old thought, you're going to stop what you're doing and you're going to say, I remember when I used to XYZ. Please try this and let me know how it goes. This sentence, I'm not kidding you. When I learned this, I was like, what? This is too easy. And it works. It works. I just stop what I'm doing. Oh, haha, I remember when I used to be like that. I remember when I used to doubt that I was worthy. I remember when I used to doubt the money. That expedited my process because I would no longer go off in a thinking tangent about my doubt. Because remember, you only need 17 seconds to shift your point of attraction. So if you feel the doubt and you start connecting with that belief that you're not worthy, you're not enough, it's not going to happen, it's not going to work, they're going to leave, whatever. If you entertain that thought now for longer than 17 seconds, 30 seconds, now you start to shift your point of attraction. And by virtue of the law of attraction, you will start attracting thoughts that fuel that limiting belief. So we don't want to do that. We want to intercept that and just say, I remember when. This came from Neville Goddard and it changed my life. I hope this video provides some value for you. Please try this for a week and then come back to the comments and tell me what you noticed. If you like this video and you want help with your process of clearing all the old programs and stepping into the person you came here to be, I highly recommend you check out the Self-Made Manifest membership, which is a sacred energetic container I hold and host where I guide people through this process of manifesting their dream lives, clearing old programming, and really aligning with your highest timelines because that's what you came here for. So if you want to check that out, there's a link in the description or book a free clarity call with me and we can chat, see where you're at, where you want to be, and how to close the gap. Thank you so much for being here and I will see you in the next one.